go. So, hey everyone, happy Friday. We'll get officially started in just a few more minutes. But in the meantime, welcome to Roosevelt and Aura. How's it going?
Thank you, Joel. It's nice to be
Hey,
here.
thank you.
Absolutely. It's always a pleasure. And I do remember we met at in person in Barcelona for
Mm-hmm.
Zcon, and it was a good time. You guys were running around, being very busy, and I have one of your shirts, the Zerch shirts,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo Zcash. I have that one, and one of these days, maybe next year, I can do your show. I will do your show in Spanish. It's just that necesito practicar. It's been a long time. Yes,
Good,
but
good.
I will return the favor.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Aura, Joel must be at Zcast.
Yeah.
We need to have an episode with Joel.
Yeah. I need that.
Yeah, for sure. The one challenge is all my time, all my Spanish experience
Mhm.
is purely social in the de lo campesino del norte de Mexico. It's not.
Oh,
It's all
no.
like country Spanish, no official Spanish. It's so I have to actually study how do you say real things for business purposes in Spanish.
Don't worry because our English is so basic too.
Joel, let's make a deal. Today. You help us with our English, and then when you go to Zcast, we help you with your Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Um, let's see. I have to. This is one. I did a podcast about an hour ago or 2 hours ago with
Okay.
another channel. And then I have to do two more after this today. So it's a very busy podcast day.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I think we can hit the intro and go into the official show. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Go. So, hey everyone, officially now, happy Friday. Welcome to the Zcash Podcast. This is episode 11. 11 monthly episodes. I'm almost at 12, which is I was going to do a series of 12 episodes here. So, yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this so far. Proudly, of course, funded by the Zcash grants. Thank you very much for your support there. And I have the distinct pleasure today of speaking with Roosevelt and Aura of Zcast, or Zcast en Español, the Spanish language Zcash podcast. And as I mentioned earlier, I met these guys at ZCon 4 in Barcelona. It was a very good time. They work very hard and were definitely a presence, I remember. And this is something that I've always wanted to talk to you guys. So here we are. So, how are you guys?
Fine. Thank you for the invitation and greetings to everyone.
Guys.
Fine,
Yeah.
fine. I'm so excited and so nervous, but happy to be here with you, Joel.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you. I felt like we needed to do this show because the there's a lot of what they call community silos where
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the community speaks here, a lot of the community speaks there, and it's a big interconnected world, but
Yeah.
not everyone speaks with everyone. And I thought that as much as it's difficult for someone who mostly speaks Spanish to come on an English show, and the other way around, I think that being able to bridge those communities is very important. So, yeah, with that being said, can you guys just quickly introduce yourselves? and say, how did you get into crypto, and how, and Zcash specifically, where did you learn about that?
Aura, go first.
Yeah. Well, Aura Brito, I'm community builder in my country. I have been a community builder about 12 years, so. And currently, together with Roosevelt, I have a digital marketing agency, and I have a community of women called Emprendedoras Digitales de Venezuela. Um, we are we digitally empower women in around digital abilities in this country. And I came to the crypto world because Jodita, the Spanish ambassador, did activity in the community of Roosevelt community. So, and um, I like the proposal to Zcash, the community proposal. And then I learned about Zcash more and more, and I like the project.
Perfect.
Well, I'm a computer scientist by profession, content generator, and I'm passionate about technology, free software, everything around cryptocurrencies. I started the crypto ecosystem in 2020, okay, in the pandemic. I had heard about Bitcoin before, but probably at 2012. But I have not been interested. I even thought I was a fake. Okay, I found out about Zcash in 2022, last year. Okay, thanks to Jodita, like Aura said, the ambassador of the Zcash community. He asked to me to make a chat in my community, and when I hear about the information Zcash, all about Zcash privacy, the philosophy, the technology, it was how to say uh, love in first view. Okay, I really really love about community of Zcash, and I have started to collaborate with him, like moderator at the community of Zcash en español. Um, well, the rest is history. We began to use free to see. I make a crowdfunding campaign to me to have a new computer. We begin to know the people at the community. Then we 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 send our proposal at minor grants this year for Zcast, and we win. We was select, and well, now we have the first season of Zcast, and we are here happy to be part of this community, to collaborate, and to be here with you guys.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I definitely. I remember I did watch. I watched the episode with Ryan Taylor all the way through
Yeah,
earlier in the week, and that was a good one.
the
It was
bonus
very
episode.
Bonus.
yes, the bonus episode with the auto translation thing was pretty interesting, and at some point this will be a lot easier to do, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. So privacy is something that a lot of people care deeply about or do not care at all. There's very,
Mhm.
it's not like everyone wants more money. Everyone wants, but privacy, some people care and some people do not care. So,
Mhm.
why is privacy something that's important for you guys?
And go.
For me, it's
Okay.
sports because it's not something we grew up in Venezuela. And I have realized that for security, we should be more careful with our privacy at all levels. That's why I practice it more now and try to teach others that privacy is normal. I think that.
Aura, is this the same
Answer
answer? What
for
happened?
you.
Well, my answer is I'm interested in privacy, especially because we live in Venezuela. Okay,
Mm.
and you only have to read the news about what happened here with the political system. I don't want to talk about, okay, but we have experienced firsthand the problems that come with not taking care about managing privacy properly. Okay, um, knowing more about cypherpunks, to me, about philosophy and history of cypherpunks, um, is a great discovering about they was true, they was the right way,
Mm.
that cypherpunks have the reason, and
Hmm.
the time um, gave their reason.
Yeah, it proved them right.
Pro-
That's right. And I think that, like Aura says, privacy is very important. But in Venezuela, I think that in America Latina too, people don't like more, or don't know about
About the privacy.
privacy. In America Latina, people want to get money fast, okay, but
And
no,
easy.
fast and easy, but no privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense because I notice friends with the CEO of Bitrefill, which is a good crypto company that lets you pay for all kinds of things with crypto. And one of the more used cryptos that they use is Tether USDT on the Tron network because it's fast and cheap, and a lot of
Mm,
crypto people, a lot of cypherpunks, uh, don't like Tron because they say, "Oh, it's centralized, it's a shitcoin," whatever they say. But it's for people that really need it. It's kind of useful, and yeah, it's kind of interesting how the whole cypherpunks were right thing is kind of one of the reasons why I've noticed there's a lot of Venezuelans in crypto. And
Yeah.
yeah.
one of my good friends, Lorenzo, he is from Venezuela, but he lives in El Salvador now because
Okay.
he can't go home because of problems with the government. You know, he's not safe at
Mm,
home, and
mm, mm.
he runs the Chivo wallet in in El Salvador, and he lives all off of Bitcoin right now.
Great.
And he talks a lot about, and I've known a lot of people in the past. I had a project when I worked for Dash where we had one of our employees, Isabel, was a Venezuelan, and she would go to all the businesses in Venezuela and take videos of using crypto there. And
Yeah, yeah.
I
Still, a little stores or businesses are accepting, even Dash still.
yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how one specific country's problems could become such a, I guess, a awakening, a time to wake up to crypto and things like that. So I guess the next question then is a lot of cryptocurrencies have focused heavily on Latin America. Like I mentioned, Dash was a lot of Dash emphasis happened
Mm,
and then a lot of Bitcoin stuff in El Salvador. Now we have Argentina, which is people are starting to notice. There's a big group in Brazil, everything like that. So
mm.
all of crypto is very focused in Latin America, but
Yeah.
Zcash specifically, what is Zcash's presence, or what is it? Do people use Zcash? Do a lot of people know it exists? What is Zcash like in Latin America?
Uh, uh,
I feel that it's already becoming uh, better known. The people don't know about Zcash a lot. Ki- And I think that the communities are important because in there the people knows about Zcash and their use to the crypto.
Mm-hmm.
And our the role to everyone in the community is educate other peoples in the use to Zcash. And Zcash in Spanish do that. Educate or
Promote. Mm-hmm.
promote the education in Zcash. The last Friday we had a workshop to know single labs, for example, in this country in Caracas, and um, 30 peoples
Mm-hmm.
there there are in the workshop to know single, for example, and the community is important for that.
In the street, what I see is the people use USDT. Okay, like you say,
Yeah,
Joel, the people is using USDT. Um, s- uh, a, a, a few people knows about Bitcoin. Okay, when we talk about privacy, Monero, Zcash, the people say, "What? I don't know what. I don't care about. I only want
mm,
my money to change fast and easy to bolivares, to our currency." Okay, that's the problem. Okay, and like Aura says, we have a lot of job, a great job, a hard job to do with the people to educate about the importance of privacy. But in Venezuela, people more use is USDT and Bitcoin.
Yeah, so whatever is useful and fast and does
yeah.
what they want. But what is maybe not a question prepared for, but the how difficult has the privacy education process been? Has it been very difficult to get people to understand this is important? Or has it been easy or something in the middle?
I think that is very difficult. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that talk about, but because when I teach people about Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, cryptocurrencies, etc., I like to be to 28 bankary crisis in US. Okay, at the origin of blockchain, Bitcoin, etc. And people don't remember, or people don't care about that, because in here people need to resolve day by day. Okay, people here live day by day. I don't care about other topics, and it's hard, but we have to continue. That's the job. We have to continue.
Yeah, it makes sense. One thing as a personal story, I remember when I was using Bitcoin in 2013, about 10 years ago. I was using Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin wallets, you had one address, just one address. And everything that went in and everything that went out, you could just see it. Very transparent. And at some point, they came out with what are called HD wallets, where every single time you receive, it's a new address, a new address, a new address. And I didn't understand it at all. I got angry. I said, I just want to use this address. Why do I need? And I didn't understand it at all. And to a certain extent, I do think people do care about privacy a lot. They just they just need to see how bad it is. They need to see
That's right.
that, oh, you pay, like, it might be useful to have a chain analysis expert or some person like that
Mhm.
come and almost do like a magic show where he looks up on the blockchain and says, here's your money, here you sent it here, I can tell you have this much. And
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
to scare people a little bit, make them afraid, just to say, oh, I need privacy. And maybe that's what's required. It's a difficult task.
It's difficult. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so let's talk about ease of use. And
Mm-hmm.
so, and to before the question, I'll give the little backstory explanation. For the almost my entire time using cryptocurrency, most of my usage has been on a phone. Has been not a computer, but a phone.
Okay.
And I remember many years ago there were no privacy tools for a phone. Everything was you had to download the full node and do something like that. And I remember Monero could not be used on mobile devices for many years. They had to figure
Mm-hmm.
out it took some innovation. And I remember a friend of mine was one of the very first Zcash users when Zcash launched, and he went to a physical location. He went to a shop and he bought something with shielded Zcash. So he had his laptop in the store, and with the command line, no images, just the text.
Wow.
And he generated a shielded transaction, and it took 10 minutes to make the transaction and then send it. And he was very excited. So today we are very different with how Zcash works. You can use
Yeah.
it on a mobile phone,
Totally.
except
Mhm.
the last year has been difficult because there's been the spam attack, some syncing issues, and I imagine I have a. I mean, this is a Pixel 6, right? This is a pretty good phone.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that there's a lot of people in Latin America don't have phones anywhere near that fast or good. And so, has it been? Is it difficult to get people to use shielded Zcash in Latin America because it's hard to get the phone to work?
Internet speed in is a challenge here.
Every day, every day, every
Every
day.
day, every time, everywhere.
Yeah.
The invitation I make is to continue using cryptocurrencies to achieve more adoption. If we not use the technology, never the adoption is here.
Mm-hmm.
To me, is there. I don't know.
Yeah,
Some
for
members,
sure.
Joel, some members of the Zcash community have complained about slow wallets. Okay,
Yeah.
myself even. Oh, this is a shit. What happened? Okay, the problem with internet is a real, everyday, like Aura says, and electricity. We have another problem, electricity. Okay,
Mm.
it's a serious problem. The way to to avoid that is educate people, educate members of the community to know about two, three, or more options, wallets, exchanges, web wallets, even desktop wallets to manage your money. Okay, if you only depend of one wallet, I go to say a name. If you only depends on single and single fails, you- you're dead, man. Okay,
Of course.
I teach the people to know more. White wallet, single wallet, unstoppable, edge, to know more, and that's the way that the people open your eyes to a entire ecosystem or many possibilities. I think that is the way to avoid the problem that we have here, particularly in Venezuela with the internet speed.
Show them that they should not fail to use these new options. I think that is the solution. or one solution to this problem.
Yeah, it's a technology that is it's growing all the time. More people are using it. It's getting better, and we're kind of at the early stages. One thing I've noticed is I've been using many kinds of privacy technology for many years, and so for example, when I've done a lot of coin join, usually just where you take the coin, you split it up, you mix it with everyone's coins, and then you send from there. And once you mix, the experience is easy. You just send. But before then, sometimes you have to wait for hours to be ready to use it. And so it's it's not like, and that's always going to be that way. And then there's are some limitations, for example, with Monero, with the way you use it. Which, for example, if I have one Monero and I want to send it to you, and I want to send half of it to you and half of it to you, I have to wait 10 minutes or something like that in between transactions because the the change address that comes back, el cambio, right? I have to wait for it
Uh-huh.
to I have to wait for confirmations, otherwise the privacy's gone. And you don't really have that with Zcash, but Zcash, it's still there's still difficulties with using it. And so I think that for people who want privacy, something like Zcash's usage will be the easiest to use at some point, one day. Right now, it's still very early, and we have some difficulties. But in the future, that will be the easiest way, and we can like laugh at everyone using CoinJoin or other old technologies that are don't work nearly as well. But right now, we're just super early. It's like the first person to own an iPhone. We're just like really early.
Joel, let's make I want to do a confession. I don't use Monero still. Okay, I don't know how to use Monero. Okay, but uh, eh, the people is looking for. I talk about Venezuela. The people is looking for something easy and fast. Okay, to use. I think that the wallet of Zcash are fine, uh, but always can be better. Okay, I think that the normal way in Zcash is to be more and more fast wallets. Okay, I really waiting, hoping to see Sashi.
Okay, yeah.
I hope that Sashi was the child, the new promise. Okay, but I think that the people, the users, have to be patient too. Okay,
Yeah.
like you say, this is we are in our early times, and this technology is constantly evolucionando. Okay.
It's always evolving.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I've seen this myself because, I've been the first cryptocurrency transaction I did was over 10 years ago. And so I've
Okay.
seen for 10 years, every single year, I don't think there's been a single month. I think every single month, at least once in the last 10 years, I've sent a cryptocurrency transaction. So I have a good data set, as they call it, right? A lot of information. And it is getting better all the time.
Yeah.
And I really think we're very close, very, very close. And so, what are some things you would like to see in Zcash that do not currently exist? Like, is there a different app or wallet you want to see that it doesn't exist yet? A different business that supports it? Other services? What's something that's missing in Zcash that you want to see?
Aura, go for
Uh,
it. Go first.
with such a doubt, my dream is to see more adoption on a daily uh, sense or basis, and
Mhm.
more active community, because the community here is mm, growing so less or
Hmm.
lento, I
Uh-huh.
don't know,
Slowly, very slowly.
slowly, slowly. And I think we need many education, more educational activities related to Zcash, more workshops, more networking activities of networking to know about Zcash. This is my dream here in Venezuela, for example.
Hmm. I would like to see more ambassadors in countries like Colombia, Peru,
Mm,
Mexico,
yeah,
Argentina. I feel that the ambassadors program is very, very important and
yeah.
uh, is fundamental. Pilar fundamental
Hmm.
of, for more people to know about Zcash, like Aura
Hmm.
says, doing meetups, even Zcon Voices, like in Brazil.
Hmm.
I think that the technology in Zcash have a right way. Okay, I have. Uh, we have in the forum we only see people that are like haters. This is normal, okay.
Hmm.
But I
Of
think that
course.
that Zcash and ECC are in a right way, but needs to impulse to support more the communities. I think that's
I think so.
that's the way to have massive adoption. Okay, I
Hmm.
think the ambassadors in any country knows the reality of that country. Like in Africa, that people are doing a great job. Okay, they knows his reality, and I think, in my opinion, that is very necessary that in the next year Zcash support more that program of ambassadors.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. It is difficult to grow kind of adoption because one thing I realized over the years of doing this is cryptocurrency is like a natural resource, and so it's just like saying, "Hey, small village in the Amazon, adopt electricity." It's like, okay, now what? Well, first you need to like build the poles, get some solar panels, get wires, and then now what do we do with it? Well, we get a stove. Well, how do we get a stove? What about a television? And then it's just there's so many steps. It's like Zcash adoption is not it's not easy because there is no Zcash. There is, but Zcash is like the gasoline that runs a lot of engines. It's so it's it can be difficult. The easiest thing for people to do is to just go on an exchange and buy some, but then they look and see the price goes down and then they sell it and then it doesn't work. So to get people to actually understand it and use it for things is it takes a lot of steps, many steps. But
Yeah,
I think we can get there. Okay.
yeah. I think that it's a long road. That because I say that people must be patient. Okay, but I
Mm-hmm.
think that we are in the right way. Even even I say this last night in another
Mm-hmm.
streaming that I have. We are in a good way, even with the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
SEC in
Oh
US.
yeah.
That that is our I don't know how to say Satanas.
Yeah, your
I don't know
boogeyman.
Chab-
El cucuy.
the movie
Cucuy.
man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So, what future innovation are you most excited about and why about Zcash? So, like, for example, there's a move to proof of stake to get rid of mining. That's something that
Okay.
people have thought of. There's potentially shielded assets where it's not just money, it's like a token or an NFT or something like that. There's other things like the Cosmos interoperability. There's a bunch of very like it's very technical, of course, but what is one thing in the future of Zcash's technology, or even innovation, or even adoption that is being planned? It is coming. What are you most excited about in the future?
I read at the forum a lot of topics very interesting. Okay, the proof of stake debate is interesting. Okay, I
Yeah.
think, but also the decentralization of the cash. That is a interesting topic. I think that the community, the entire community, have to talk more about decentralization, okay, and the development fund. That is is another hot topic that the community have to be involved. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think that are the principal, in my opinion, the principal issues that the community have to talk, that have to resolve, have to vote. I think that the people have to be more active in that topics. Decentralization, proof of stake is a great debate. I think.
That's my topics too. I think the proof of stake it's so important to know, and the people need to know about that.
Education is always necessary.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. On that subject, the last question, what do you guys, do you have anything big planned for next year? What does 2024 look like for the Zcast team?
The second season of Zcast is coming. That's is so emotional because we remain committed to education, and that is why we are already working on the next in-person and online activities. Um, we have to work in education all this year, and uh, 2024 is the same, working for education to community, because for us it's so important that the people knows about Zcash, and about the activities to learn more about the cryptocurrencies.
Yeah. In next year, I want to be more less fat. Okay, it's my it's my fair wish.
The diet, please.
But with the cast, second seasons begin in January. Okay, we're going to have 6 episodes. Okay, the second season. We want to educate more. We want to make the episodes more personal, more informal, like the bonus that you saw with Ryan. Okay, more episodes uh, like conversations, even like this, a conversation. What do you think? Okay,
More relaxed episodes.
yeah, yeah, and
Of course.
Yeah.
Joel, I think that in our podcasts, okay, we always call people from the ecosystem, the Zcash ecosystem. But I think that it's a great idea to have people outside of Zcash that says what they think about privacy, what they think about Suco, what they think about ECC. I think that is. This is a great way to have more I don't know how to say, collaboration, interoperation between blockchains. The people need to have that contact. Okay, and I want to do that in Zcast. Okay, and even in the next round of minor grants, we are going to make a new proposal, but we want to do more, but always we need the funds. Okay, that's it.
Resource.
This is a great reality. Okay, we love Zcash. I love philosophy. I love this, but always when you when you sit, okay, and okay, I'm going to work. I want to make the plan. I need to travel. I need to have a better mic, a better equipment.
Exact.
We need money. Okay, at the end of the day, we need money, and only we have our jobs, our regular jobs, and we need the funds to make more for Zcash.
Yeah, that makes sense. I definitely like what you said about bringing in more outside voices, because that's something that I did on this show as well. Where I think episode 4, I had Seth for Privacy come on, and he's
Mm-hmm.
mostly a Monero guy. He's for Bitcoin. He's very intelligent, and he knows a lot about Zcash, and he's a little bit of a Zcash critic, and so I wanted to have his perspective to talk about that. Also, for example, we had on the Railgun guys, because Railgun is basically like a Zcash based privacy smart contract for Ethereum, and I know them;
Mm-hmm.
they're good friends, and it's very related to Zcash, but still outside. And also, the last episode before, I had Alux on from the Maya protocol, and that's a DeFi protocol based out of Mexico that is very similar to Thorchain, and they are interested in adding Zcash so you could trade it without any exchange. So that's something I care about as well, is getting outside perspectives and voices in. And I think that would
Yeah.
be very, very interesting, especially one idea. Maybe if I could give a suggestion.
And
What? Yes.
I think that it's great to talk more people and with respect, because no, this is not a secret that the Monero communities sometimes are very aggressive. Okay,
Yes.
and
I know.
we can talk intelligent. Okay, to tell your opinion. I really want to see that or see more or do that, and that collaboration. I think that build bridges that we need.
Absolutely. Uh, an idea maybe to do a Venezuela crypto roundtable sort of event. Like maybe do like a once a year thing hosted by Zcast, get people from all the different Venezuelan crypto communities all together for like a big long like 2 3 hour episode or something like that. That might be
Joel,
interesting.
we want, believe me, we want to do more here in our country,
Yeah.
but
But
here
the security is a problem here.
it's a it's a
And
it's a big stuff here.
the
Yeah.
security, it's a big problem, big problem.
Yeah.
And we need to care us, uh, because we don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
It's important. Be careful and go so
Educate
lento, slowly, slowly.
and,
Yes.
and to be care.
Yeah.
Don't
Educate and
stop,
stay alive.
Yeah.
but do slowly.
Yeah, of course. Well, this has been a very entertaining chat. Thank you very much for coming on. It's been a big pleasure. And where could people find you if they're looking for you and your work?
Aura, this is your part.
First, thank you for the invitation. We have exciting for be here, and well, to me, to know about my work and Roosevelt work in Twitter, like soy Aura Brito
X
and
X X.
ex Twitter, and
It's Twitter
and
to me too. Don't worry.
Gordones TV, Gordones TV, and aurabrito.com and gordonetv.com, and to show more about Zcast, zcash.com/Zcast. This is the web, and X, Zcast ESP, to know about the new episodes and all the work that we do.
And in free to
Okay.
see, we,
I'm
we
free
have
to
we,
see.
we have a new page, a new profile in free to see, Zcast. Then you can see more
Hmm.
coming soon for the next year to Zcast.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I will look forward to looking at all that. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks
Thank
for
you too.
making
Thank you.
the effort to do everything in English, and I will return the favor and do everything in Spanish for you next
And
year.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good job.
Yeah.
You did great.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you for
everyone,
the
thank you for being
invitation.
on, and I
Thank
guess I'll
you.
see you guys around. Bye bye.
Bye bye, Joel.
Bye.